So we usually never buy appliances because we're always moving around. And this it's by Power Pack. I've never heard of the brand because in Canada we have the Magic Bullet. But this is here and it comes with a 2-year warranty. So that's perfect. And I can't wait to use this. Isn't that awesome? I'll be putting away like 3 cups. You only really need 1 or 2. And then it has 2 sides. The longer side for blending and the shorter side. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no such thing as boring when you're with me or when you're traveling the world and you've got way too many places to see, people to meet, and you just can't be bored. So sometimes when I wake up, I just do random things. Either I make a video for YouTube. We are in the Millennia building in Singapore, and I think this is my new favorite building. Look at it. I love how it's like black and white and then colorful at the top. And you never know, like sometimes you find some crazy corners and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that's actually here. So when it's a new city, you can't get bored. You just have to try and find little spots, and you never know if something you find will make you happy. So this video is just a typical day in my life. I can't say it's an everyday thing, but it is very regular for me to just hop on a random bus and explore a new neighborhood, or get on a train and see what the city has to offer. So I hope you enjoy some of the footage. I'm always excited when I get to the gardens by the bay because the whole entire area is just so green, and because the weather here is always hot, it feels like you're in a greenhouse. And on top of that, these avatar like trees, people can go up there and walk on them. So it's so surreal sometimes, and it's a good place to come just to have a nice relaxing time. And yes, it can get crowded, but there are many little spots or little pockets of places where you can stand without having to deal with the overwhelming amount of tourists. And yes, it's hard sometimes living in big cities, especially tourist attractive cities. And when they have, you know, green places like this, it makes it nice for locals and people who don't like crowds to just go and hang out. So this makes it one of my favorite places to come around. I guess I can say that I have a good memory, but deep inside, I must be fearful of forgetting. And that's why I find myself taking photos of everything I see and everywhere I pass because I want to remember those moments. And I know with more and more footage, it seems that I have more and more memories to hold on to. And I find myself taking pictures of a lot of things, but because of YouTube, I find that I do more and more videos. And that's why sometimes it's nice to just share them so that we could all look back at what I saw and hopefully it can cheer you up too because everybody, you know, we're all busy with our own lives and sometimes it's okay to see that you can find hope in what other people are doing and maybe can inspire you, or sometimes what you see can inspire you. So that way, one day you'll either visit that location or go somewhere else that reminds you of the things that you've seen in these videos. But overall, it's all up to the person. If you get to watch my video that says the other side of Singapore, across the river you could see this dome. There are two of them, and the inside is just a bunch of trees. And I heard they have some wild things in there, but it's $18 to go in, and I don't have that kind of money, so I can look from outside. When you walk around to that side, you can actually see in, so that's an experience. But again, if you can't afford to do all these things, there's so much you can do on the outside. Like even those trees up there, they have like a skywalk, and you can go up on this skywalk for $8 for adults, $5 for children. There's lots to do. I know it's hard to see, but there's a waterfall in there. The water's coming down. Through the camera it's harder to see, but I can. Yeah, save myself $18 and look at it from outside. So I just realized if we took the elevator up, we'll be able to see or not. Again through the camera.
Hi there.
Hi.
What would you like?
Well, I've been single for like 2 years, so I'd like me a man.
Like, from where?
Preferably Irish.
I can make that happen.
Really?
Yes.
Dun da da.
Heading back now. It's gonna rain soon.